What is up guys, Rekus here with a new video, and today we will have a look at my progress in Void. Specifically you're going to see me fighting stage 2 for 10, which is one of these stages a lot of endgame players aim for, because after you've cleared this stage you unlock Void Core drops from the campaign. So next to all the gold, spirit, resources, you will actually get Void Core fragments, I think they are called. You need 100 of those to unlock your first core, to get your first core. And they dropped quite a lot early on, and they reduced that. People were getting like one splendid core every day, and now it's a lot less. I think the drop rate was like a few hundred times higher actually than it should be, and now you get like, I think it was 1, 2 or 2 shards or something like a day. So will take an eternity to get Splendid Core, but that's alright for now, I guess. I think I fully expect them to introduce like a core selection chest. I was very surprised, honestly, when at first they didn't, and it seemed so easy to get those cores. And here you can see in the background the succeeding attempt actually. We will talk about the team as well after this fight. Just wanted to let you guys see this battle here. You drop a Void Core's fragment selection chest that gives you 100 fragments as well. So yeah, they actually reward you with this chest here and a few other things. You get essence sublimation, which we will hopefully see later. I've prepared a little bit. And once you go through here, you can get the fragments from the regular campaign. I've cleared it now for, I think it was 3 hours 15 minutes right now. So we can have a look and see if I already got a fragment, which is not the case. Yeah, let's see how many I get. I heard it's 1 or 2 a day, so wasn't too likely that we already had one. But I can select them now here. I have gone for the Fairy Queen Vesa core first, want to max that one. It's a tough decision, honestly, because there are other good ones. The Starring Jara one is great, and ATD is great, LFA is great. Those cores in general are quite great. So, but I wanted to show you guys this. In general, you have to say the key to all those stages is a very fast Aspen LFA and a very fast Starring Jara. If you worry that yours might not be fast enough, you need to be able to have around 2300 speed on your Aspen and around 2280 on your Starring Jara at the bare minimum. This is needed for this stage. This stage here is really tough. It doesn't look like much. You have the Gloria here, which of course is a pain with all the marks and everything. Forces of course is dangerous, and Holmes Young is notorious for being one of the most dangerous heroes in the entire Void campaign, but the other ones not so much. And it's really, as strange as it is, it's the Eos that is very scary here. Because she is super fast. I had my Aspen at 2307 speed, and this Eos was faster. The strat I used was using an ATD active to get the back row a bit slower, and then just CCing the entire team on turn 2 with a fast Starring Jara active and locking them down with Aspen as well. So the back row was mostly double CC'd, and the front row had at least the Starring Jara CC. Which more often than not lasted more than a round, because they don't always purify the CC effects. Sometimes they go for attribute reduction, sometimes they go for a dot that is purified. They have the all purify, so they can't choose. But as I said, 2300 speed Aspen, 2280 Starring Jara, and you should be good. And then it is just finding out how the stage works. Is it like, let's check again. Is it like a stage like this, where you have a bunch of assassins attacking the lowest life? Then you might need a lowest life hero with a crown, and maybe even an S-model protecting the lowest life heroes, so those can't get through. Stages like this are very easy, actually, if you make use of such mechanics like thinking about it and really seeing what the enemies do. They attack the lowest life, so we protect the lowest life, make it insanely tanky, and make it impossible for those guys to get through. And then we can see them, which is always the same, really, and punch through the stage in like a later round if we can't do the damage to clear it in like a few rounds. Most of the time this doesn't work in 2.4. You can't really burst those stages down, which is also the reason why I switched away from Starwing Jorah and Stardevour EOS. There are some stages like this one that just require CC and a very fast LFA. Because if those Oberons attack and poison you, you have a big problem. So like getting a fast Espen LFA and controlling the back row as fast as you can be crucial to clear such stages. So keep that in mind. The team you saw last is also like the team I used the most. Having an S-model in the team, having Magic Fairy Freya for some extra damage reduce, and always focusing on the Starwing Jorah and the Espen. I had to split my, what is it called? My spiritual essence between Starwing Jorah and LFA to get the extra about 30-36 speed that you get for upgrading them to 360. I would not have been able to reach the speed otherwise. Then again, we have to say my copies for Starwing Jorah and Espen aren't that great. You can see like B- speed, C+ attack even, and B- speed as well. So both copies are quite alright. I mean, it's B- tier still. But I also have A tier copies, and not the greatest one, to be honest. But it's an A tier. And some B tier and B+ tier copies. And the main heroes I used were like some of my worst Transcendence copies. So, like that's something. What I wanted to do with you guys now, after talking a bit about those stages, we can go to the Tree of Roots here, unlock that, and put a few upgrades in. And I actually wonder how far this will take us. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure we are already at 40, but we have 58k, which is quite a lot. 37. That's quite annoying. I really thought we were 40 already, but didn't want to upgrade first. That's alright. Let's go for my first core now. I have those chests you saw before here. You can choose anything you want. And we will go for the Freya core. Main reason being the next thing I want to do is clear Forest SL, and this will help me do that. So once you got that, you can see them here, 100 out of 100. We fuse that and get our first one, which actually looks like a glittery artifact, but it's this. 4% attack, 6% HP, and that's blended 3 times the amount, so quite nice. Let's equip that. You equip it here. We can click equip. Oh, let's wait a second. Let's compare stats. 598 and 196. Okay. Let's put it on, and we saw it there for a second. Got a bit more attack, bit more HP, and the effect, of course, of this core. Which is quite an interesting one and will be very helpful for Forest SL, I imagine. So basically, once heroes in your team hit 50% or lower, Fairy King Reza heals them by 400% of her attack and gives them a shield of 35% of the healing amount. And at this stage, there's a 30% chance to clear all debuffs from them. All those values are actually higher once you upgrade the core further, which works here. And may be interesting to know for you guys, They don't count as artifacts, and you don't need any food to upgrade them. So as soon as I have a second core, I can go in here, click level up and get this one, which already has a 35% chance to clear all debuffs from them. Clearing all debuffs is especially interesting for like Forest SL, where you have healing effect debuffs. I don't know if debuffs also include dot, we have to test that. And general, a lot of good things, and it will be able to heal my pandas up again, which will also be quite helpful and maybe make it possible for me to do that with my honestly not that great panda copies. We have to see, will be another video. For now, maybe a little bit of another piece of information. Once we hit level 40, we will actually unlock this and all the nodes that are behind it. But we won't get the small nodes instantly. This requires a resource that is called Essence Sublimation, and it's this one, Essence Sublimation active skill, that will be used to unlock the skills behind there. And I had like 3,400, and I thought like, that's quite a lot. 3,400. That's not bad. Might get me some skills. I don't know. We will see. And then I saw the first picture of the actual cost to unlock the skills. And like the first one here, I don't know which one of those is actually the first one actually is. I would imagine one of the smaller ones. The first one actually already costs 45k. And those 3.5k are basically everything that I got since day one. Not entirely sure how long the update is actually here. I think it's close to a week. And 3,500 in like a week. This will take a few months actually to unlock even one of those skills. And what makes this even more interesting is this is selectable loot. Meaning if I select active skill, I don't drop any of the other ones. All of those other ones you see in my bag here for like the passive skill 1 and passive skill 2 are dropped from clearing stages. So this will really take forever to upgrade. Not only forever to get the cores, not only forever to get the levels, but also forever to get the little nodes. So yeah, I hope they introduce more drop sources for that actually. Because like this, it seems quite a hassle to get everything. But yeah, we have to see. All in all, guys, we may make another video on some of the teams. I haven't really filmed quite a lot because this were like hundreds of attempts and like 10 hours of clearing with the macro and stuff. So it's hard to film stuff like this. I may make another video going through the stages and explaining them one by one. Because this will be interesting for some people. There aren't too many people that are that have cleared 2, 4, 10 and DT last year. Nice, very good. He cleared today as well. Very good bloke. That have cleared the stage. A few are stuck here. 2, 3, 6. Very annoying stage. The 2, 3, 7 stage. Karma and Ursam as well. I imagine Daiko soon too. It's like the entire OP clan. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Jesus should help them. That's funny. And then we have Franco Kai. A lot of people basically stuck between 2 to 10 and 2, 4, 10. So I might make the video on this and oh yeah, they are stuck here. This is annoying. And explain every stage in detail and how to clear them without an A tier. Because I used an A tier, of course, but with useless awakening stats, and having an A tier is mostly about the awakening stats, having giant killer and stuff. I have no giant killer, so it's basically the same as clearing without an A tier. And my only A stat is HP, which is useless. So yeah, I think copy wise it's as minimal as it goes. Can't have much worse copies than this if you actually want to do it. Yeah, with that, guys, I will leave you for today. We will go on with more reviews I will maybe do something on my first core, see how it works, giving it a bit time to review it, and we will see us in the next one.